brotherhood.
Speaking to the African heads of states, thanking them for friendship and brotherhood. Professor Kagwanja, you're not convinced that we have been creating very good relations with these heads of state to vote for Raila Odinga?
No, I appreciate the work that is being done. I think the President Ruto has the right to speak the way he is doing because one of his policies is basically exporting jobs. And this is a job that will get us huge remittances if Raila Odinga won it. $167,000, equivalent to 21 million shillings a year, coming to Kenya from his salary alone. Not forget about other, pets that will come with it. So it's a good job overseas. But beyond that, I think, how easy is it for us to get this job? And I think this is a question we've been debating today.
Yes.
And allow me to say that Kenya did, the fundamental question that would be asked before I say that is, did Raila jump or he was pushed to go for this job?
But didn't he?
He didn't jump. He was pushed.
What do you mean he was pushed?
Yes,
because we saw Obasanjo come.
Yes, the point is,
yes.
When did Obasanjo come? And why did he come at that time? He came because the Gen Zs were bringing the country down. So we needed to save Ruto and stabilize the country.
Professor, before I lose it, before we lose track, Obasanjo was seen here. Let's talk about 2023. Is it when he came to endorse Raila Odinga? The Gen Zs were not even on the streets yet. The conversation at that time was the high cost of living, I believe, with the Azimio coalition on the streets.
No, listen, President William Ruto has been very close with the Joe Biden administration.
All right.
That's not secret. And therefore, you could not wait for Meg Whitman to stand and watch the Gen Zs basically bringing down the country under her watch. And therefore, something needed to be done. And what was that? Build an elite consensus, right? That ensures that there is no support for an uprising of that nature. And that's what the broad-based government is all about. And what do you do with Raila? Raila may not go to the government. So this is where the AU position comes in. I'll show you how odd it is and why Raila did not jump, but he was pushed. He did not jump because you don't go for a job of a 50-year-old when you are 80. Life is divided into cycles of 20s, scores. So first score under your parents, second score looking after yourself, third score looking at your retirement, and fourth score retiring with your grandchildren. This job is a job of a CEO of a company. Imagine any company in Kenya is a job of a CEO. The first president, Alpha Konare, was 58. The other one, you can, all of them, they were below 60. Let me be short. Now, how do you expect, and I've asked this question again and again, and I want to bet everything on this. Is Kenya in its right mind to present a candidate who is 80 years, who to be elected by boys who are 44 years, his grandchildren, to be a CEO for them? This is a job for a hewer of wood and drawer of water. You are drawing wood, you're drawing water for the big boys who are the presidents. You are drawing water for the big boys who are foreign ministers. You are drawing water for the big boys who are members of the Executive Council. So how do you expect the heads of state to sit in February and elect an 80-year-old man to preside over one of the most demanding institutions on the continent? Right. I find it so odd that, and I'm not saying this because I am one of the supporters of Raila Odinga. He knows it.
Okay.
Yes, I supported him the last election, not only in terms of voting, but also in cash. So, we did that deliberately. So, there's no, but the truth be told, I find it so awkward, I find it so obscene for a country like ours, dignified as we are, to push one of our elders to go and serve boys and girls in Addis Ababa at his age, rather than looking after his grandchildren and mentoring us as the young generation.